Alright, I'm going to tell you guys how to change your proxy settings so that you can visit websites like Megavideo and other things that have limits on your IP address, like time limits, or maybe you're banned from a website. Um, as far as I know, I can only get it to work with Firefox, so you're going to have to download Firefox if you want to use it. Um, you're also going to have another window open. I have Chrome open over here. Have Firefox open, and then so you can change the settings and stuff, and then go to Chrome so you can find what you're supposed to do. So once you have both of those open, you use the one that you're already connected to the internet on. Well, you're connected to the internet on both, but use the Chrome or Internet Explorer, whichever one, and go to Google and type in distorting proxy. I know you can't really see it on my phone, but distorting proxy, and then hit search. It should be the first one. It's www.xroxy.com/proxy type distorting. Click on that, and then it'll bring you to a page with a bunch of random gibberish. It should have, all these numbers and stuff and countries and what you want to find. You don't really need to pay attention to the countries as much as you do the ping and the latency. Like latency is heavy, so you could organize it by country, and generally it'll be whichever one you want to be in alphabetically, but usually the US ones are going to have less latency, but depending on where you are in the country, obviously it's going to be bad. So what you want to do is find one near you, but I'm just going to randomly choose one, whichever. It doesn't even tell you where it is. It just isn't pretty far away from me. So I'll choose this one here. This true false thing just means that if it can support secure surfing, like shopping and stuff. So if it says false, then don't try to shop on it. It's probably not what you're using it for anyway, so don't do it. Alright, so this one says this is the IP address that you're going to try connecting to. So you're going to go over to your Firefox, and then you're going to go to Tools, and then Options. Then you're going to want to hit Advanced. Wait, timeout. Oh yeah. Then you're gonna, sorry about that, hit Advanced, and then you're gonna go to Settings under the Network tab. I was looking for the Network tab on the wrong thing. Hit Settings, and then you're gonna find a bunch of these things you can click on. So you're gonna want to click on Manual Proxy Configuration. You're also gonna want to check this box here too, so that it applies whatever you type in for all of them. So it makes it a little bit easier to, handle. You don't have to type it in over and over again. So essentially, you're just going to copy and paste. It won't let you frickin' copy any of this stuff over here. It won't. So yeah, you're actually going to have to type it over. So let's see what it is here. 205 8 7.3, and then the port is the thing next to it, so it's going to be 80. Alright, so once you got all that, and it should have everything else filled out and all the ports correctly filled in everywhere. Don't change your local host. You don't really need to do anything with that. And then just hit OK, OK, and then the page will stay the same, but next time you want to connect to a website, it might take a little longer. Or I haven't even tried this proxy yet, so it might actually not even let me do it at all, because most proxies like this have a auto-generated setup, so a lot of websites will think that you're a machine, an auto-botting website, so you're going to have to type in a couple of, make sure you're a human things. So if I were to go to Google, it's hard to type it with one hand. Yeah, okay, so this proxy was kind of a bad example, but it does actually show that it worked, because instead of going to Google like it should have with mine, it brought you to an error page. But that's not a bad thing. It's just letting you know that you connected the proxy right, but the proxy has a bad connection with the internet. So essentially you just have to go back over here and find a different one to work. I recommend using the ones that say true on it only because they're probably more tried and tested than the ones that have false, but again, it doesn't really matter. I guess I could try one more quick one just to see. So, this one is 8080 port. This one's actually loading. So, but the one that I chose just now, there we go. Okay, so see, it might take a little longer since I chose one with a higher latency. I think I chose this one right here. But see, it'll load, and then you can go to whatever you want, but then it might think you're not a human, so it might pull you up with a little bar that says, type in what you see. It's happened to me a couple times on Google when trying to get to Mega Video stuff. So, and remember, this only changes your Firefox settings, not your anything else. So, I recommend just having Firefox as a backup for watching videos with time limits, or if you need to get on somewhere and just to prove to you that it's working, and like you can actually visit sites that are bad without anybody knowing where you are, like even keep it on the DL, but the feds, if you go to IP, you can just type in IP address in Google. Actually, since this one's taking a little longer, but I don't feel like typing it in, I'm just going to do it over here and then copy and paste address. You type in IP address in Google, and then you go to my IP address thing, and it actually tells you what your IP address is. Well, there you go. So that's where I am right now. This is the computer that I'm on. And then if I were to copy and paste this address, and go to it, then it should, I probably should have chose a different website though, because, or proxy, because this might take a little longer than hoped, but it is working instead of bringing you to that error page, so you're connected to it. I wouldn't be surprised if it tells me that I'm in Alaska or something, because I'm in Virginia right now. So, if I also, you can also use, yeah, remember, again, the web browser still works for your other web browsers. It's not always this one. So, okay, so here it is. So remember my IP address for the one that I'm in right now is 770 whatever blah blah blah, and then this one says that I'm at 166.70.91.56. So it thinks that I'm at a completely different location on both of my web browsers. So that's just to tell you that your settings worked, and if they were to try to trace it back to you, they would trace it to wherever this location is. And evidently it's pretty far away since it... Oh, okay. You're on... Let's see. Glenwood. Oh. Glenwood, Indiana. Okay, Glenwood, Indiana. That's across the country. That's probably why it's taking absolutely forever. But there you go. So that's how you connect to a distorting proxy.